Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu presented to the world the deep, all-inclusive philosophy of Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, the inconceivable simultaneous one and difference between the soul and the Supreme Soul. Through this Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu synthesized the various opposing doctrines and also brought the conclusive knowledge of the Absolute Truth to a higher plane. Sambandha Abhideya Prayojana. Lord Chaitanya told Sanatana Goswami that essentially these are the three teachings of the Vedic literatures. How to establish our relationship with the Lord, the activities of that relationship, and the ultimate goal, which is pure love of God. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he taught this profound philosophical treatise based on Srimad Bhagavatam, the essence of all Vedic literatures, in a way that he demanded the highest conduct and character amongst his devotees. Because knowledge without application remains theoretical and is oftentimes hypocritical. It is this hypocrisy that has so sadly damaged the name of true Dharma in this world. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he made examples that extended far beyond the immediate person and circumstance, but for the purpose of all time to come. We can give an example. There is the story of Chota Haridas. Chota Haridas was a very great devotee. He was so dear to the devotees. And the mistake that he made in the renounced order seemed something very small, not so significant. It's not that he went out and had an affair with a young woman. There was an old woman, and there are different interpretations. But the most it could have possibly been was an intention of a glance, if even that was there. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu banished him. I will not allow such a hypocrite to be in my association. And he was devastated. He loved the Lord more than his own life. Lord Chaitanya was the all in all of his existence. He was being rejected. This rejection caused such immense pain to all the devotees. Some of the devotees, leading devotees like Swarup Damodar Goswami, were pleading on behalf of Chota Haridas. Please, he's fasting. He's suffering. If he made a mistake, forgive him and let him come back. And Lord Chaitanya said, I cannot tolerate seeing the face of a hypocrite, a person with double standards. And the devotees trying to pacify Haridas, they said, Chota Haridas, please, just start eating again, and after some time, Lord Chaitanya will become very mild and he will again accept you. But approximately a year went by, and there was no indication that the Lord was changing his attitude. And then after Chota Haridas gave up his life, Swarup Damodar Goswami and others saw him in his spiritual form, coming to Lord Chaitanya in the evening and singing for him. That's not an ordinary living being. He was a completely perfect being. He had to be perfect. Otherwise, how is he in his spiritual form singing to Lord Chaitanya? Lord Chaitanya was not simply punishing Chota Haridas. In fact, he was rewarding Chota Haridas. He gave him eternal perfection. But he was using him as an example. It's an extreme example. But sometimes if you want to get the point across, you put a very large, dark exclamation point after the sentence. Sometimes the Lord gives an extreme example just so that it will shake people and get them to take things very seriously. So that story is for every one of Lord Chaitanya's followers for all time to come. That what we preach we must practice, and we must live by the standards that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught us. Whether one is a grihasta, whether one is a brahmachari or a vanaprastha or a sannyasi, one must be honest and clean.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.